Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chief Ozzy. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're discussing the 9 ways you can become a pro player. I think it's 9 ways, hopefully I counted right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with these 9 ways. Now there are many people who ask how to be good at Clash of Clans, and there are a couple ways to do it. I'll give my 9 as a share to help out people who don't know. So there are a couple things you can do in this game to be good at it and make sure you're not making mistakes. So the first way is saving gems, and it's important that in the beginning of the game you save your gems for the builder sets, because the builder sets mean everything. You need to have builder sets in order to upgrade stuff and build stuff. In the beginning of the game you will get 2 builders huts, but you will need to get 3 more, and those can only be purchased by gems. You can't really purchase them with gold or elixir, so it's important to save gems until you have all 5 builder sets. I wouldn't recommend spending your gems on anything else besides the builder sets, so make sure you do that. This is a common mistake that people make. They often spend their gems on other stuff besides the builder sets, such as upgrades and buildings and troops. That's not something you should do, because if you don't have all the builder sets you will be behind on upgrades and it will take you a long time to progress. The more builder sets you have, the faster progression you will make. So yeah, saving gems is crucial. There are many ways to actually get gems as well. You can get gems by removing obstacles and participating in events. Those happens every day. If you just go to the event page, you see these events. Right now there's no gems available as rewards, but you can also get them from clan games and removing obstacles from your base, which is what I do all the time. So those are just some ways to get some gems. So yeah, try to save your gems. Save them mostly for the builder set, and then once you get the builder set, you're welcome to spend them on whatever you like. Just try to be wise with it. I wouldn't necessarily gem out something that is like 10 minutes away from finishing, or 5 minutes away, or definitely a minute away. You can definitely wait for that. But yeah, in the beginning of the game, it will encourage you to use 1 gem. Just don't. You can literally wait for that can to finish in the beginning of the game. And yeah. Alright, so the next way you can be good at this game is by having a good base layout. Having good base layout is pretty crucial. If you have a scattered base design, you're gonna find it a very much tough time to defend against attacks, even if your defenses are highly upgraded, because there needs to be some synchronization with all your defenses. So having a good base design is pretty crucial. A lot of people don't really have this in the beginning of the game. They often have like scattered base designs, or just don't have a good enough layout for things to fit in. So having a good base design is crucial. That way you can protect your storages and your heroes and everything else. You don't have to protect everything in your base, such as the elixir collectors, the mines, and the barracks and all that stuff, but try to have them around the base so that the defenses can at least cover them, because if the opponent does destroy enough buildings, they can get off a 1-star, which would allow them to win. But yeah, as you know, at least having good base design is crucial. They're not gonna always get a 1-star, but it really just depends how your base is designed, obviously. So just have your stuff close to the walls and you should be alright. But yeah, having a good base design is important. If you have a good base design, you won't really win any defenses, and plus you're gonna have a hard time defending against your resources. Yeah, because if your resources get stolen, you'll get restarted every time, and that would lead to more frustration. Okay, so the third one is upgrading mines and pumps. It's important to upgrade mines and pumps so you can maximize and get the most out of your mines and pumps. This really helps out a lot, especially later on in the game, because upgrades do get super expensive as you go along, and they cost more than 100 mil once you get like Town 11. So for me, it's really expensive. So upgrading mines and pumps can help out a lot. If they start producing more, you can get upgrades done very much fast and efficient, and you'll find that they have to raid less and not raid so much in the process. And this allows you to save so much time, so that way you don't have to spend time training troops and all. But yeah, having good elixir mines and pumps will help you maximize the amount of gold and elixir you can get especially the Dark Elixir drills. I would highly recommend upgrading those, because those will get you lots of Dark Elixir, which was hard to find back in the day, but now you can find it almost in any base, and it's really important to upgrade your heroes and your Dark Elixir troops for that reason. But yeah, upgrade your mines and pumps. I see a lot of people that don't upgrade their Dark Elixir drills, and that's a big problem for people, especially for people like me, because I never used to do that when I started playing. Now, I know it's a pain in the neck to upgrade the mines and pumps, but trust me, once you start doing so, you will thank yourself later on in the game for doing it, because you're gonna have so much of an easy time upgrading everything, because I guarantee you stuff does get really expensive later on in the game. If you were to look up like the motors and the expos in their later levels, they cost millions of gold to upgrade, and everything else is going to start getting super expensive around your base. You'll notice it. But yeah, definitely upgrade your mines and pumps, because those will save you so much time, and the more you upgrade them, the more good efficient use you'll get out of them. So keep that in mind, and if you upgrade them, you should be good on resources. Okay, next thing is, and this one's kind of changed a lot, and that is don't break shields. Obviously, if you attack now, your shield isn't broken right away. Only a certain amount of time will be taken away from your shield. So if you have like, I think a 6-hour shield, only like 3 hours will be taken away. That was just an example, but don't take my word for it. I'd probably do the research on that. Back in the day when you used to attack, your shield will be removed completely, but now it's not removed anymore. You can still attack while under shield, that's fine. I just wouldn't attack to the point where your shield is completely removed and that you have a guard time, but only attack unless you have like one more raid to do that will get you the loot and elixir you need, or the trophies you need to reach that range, or your goal to make that upgrade. But yeah, don't try to break your shields whenever you get it, especially after being 3-starred by an attacker. I'd probably keep your shields. If you really need to attack, then just attack once and try to do it. Try to get all the gold and elixir you need from the attack, so that way you don't have to go out multiple times. The shield can get removed quickly if you attack multiple times, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. But if you're a trophy pusher, then you're by all means go ahead, break your shield. But otherwise, if you're farming for resources, yeah, definitely don't do it, because that wouldn't be a good idea. And plus, you don't want to get 3-starred again until you have figured out how the opponent got inside your base, or how they possibly, was able to steal so much loot. But yeah, don't break shields unless it's absolutely necessary. You can do 1 or 2 raids, but I wouldn't recommend doing it as a player who's farming. And for trophy pushers, you're fine to break shields, because you're always going to be trophy pushing, and sitting behind a shield isn't going to help. Alright, so the next one is pretty important, and that is joining a clan. Make sure you join a clan. It is so crucial, because playing the game alone can be boring, because with clans you can now do clan wars, clan war leagues, and especially donate troops, which is most important. There are many benefits to joining a clan. Social interaction is like the top benefit, but yeah, if you're not in a clan, I would highly recommend finding a good clan. Make sure it's a clan that's like friendly and interactive and like on a daily basis. That way you're not like in a dead clan like I was back when I was younger, so that can really help. Being in a clan makes it so that you can get troop reinforcements, troop spells, and all that good stuff. And then of course you can get loot from clan wars and clan war leagues and have fun with your friends. So it's a great way to be with your friends, and I would definitely recommend being in a clan, because it makes a huge difference. Trust me, you'll see it. Alright, so the next one is upgrading defenses. This is very crucial. If you want to be defending against attacks, you have to have good defense upgrades. A lot of people rush their defenses and their base, which isn't really great, because if you don't upgrade your defense, you're going to get 3-starred and slaughtered all the time. It doesn't matter how good your base layout is. Even if you have a super well designed base, it doesn't matter if your defenses are under leveled, because if they are, actually it does matter. If your defenses are under leveled, you're going to get destroyed, and you won't be able to protect against any other attacks. And plus, trophy pushing would be useless. They have changed the trophy pushing algorithm, or at least how people find others in the matchmaking, but yeah, you can go to a lower trophy range if you need to. But definitely upgrade all your defenses. The one defense I don't see people upgrading is the air defenses. Make sure you upgrade those because I have been getting destroyed by air defense attacks. Trust me, it's not nice and I'm pretty pissed about it. I still can't figure out how to protect myself against E-Drax. So upgrade all the defenses you can. You don't necessarily need to max out the walls, but at least max out the Teslas, arch towers, motors, air defenses, wizards, all that. And then consider upgrading some of your walls. But the walls don't have to be maxed. At least get most of your defenses maxed out besides the walls and you should be good. So really important tip, if you can do that, then you should be able to survive pretty well high up in Titans and Legends League. Okay, so next is using cheap attacks. If you're a farming player and you don't want to use, or at least a beginner player, you should use cheap attacks. Try to stick to barbarians, archers, wizards, and goblins. Don't use things like golems, wizards, or healers because those are expensive. As a beginner player, you don't want to end up using all your resources on expensive troops because that will leave you dry of resources. I know a lot of people have this issue. For higher level players, it's not that much of an issue because they have tons of resources. I definitely recommend using those troops, and it should save you time. Plus, lower level troops are much easier and faster to train, so you don't have to wait a lot. But yeah, if you're a new player, definitely use cheaper troops. I know that the higher level troops are cool and they do lots of damage and things, but they're expensive, and if you don't want to lose your resources, definitely use Barch or Giants. And yet higher level players can use it as well if they're trying to save for resources, but once you're in like Titans or Masters or in Legends League, using troops like Barbarians and Archers just don't work. So you're just going to have to stick with the higher up troops because you have tons of resources to do so. Alright, so last and not least is being patient. It takes time to beat the game. Don't be in a rush. I know that many people try to rush through their bases. Please don't rush. If you don't rush, you'll have a lot more fun in the game, and I can assure you that it will be rewarding. I know that there are new town halls do come out, but rushing doesn't really help you, and if you do, you'll make countless mistakes, and you won't have fun in the game. But yeah, those are my 9 ways to be a pro player in this game. Hopefully they're helpful. Sorry if any of them were confusing or anything, but I tried my best. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.